Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a handheld mic tonight. That's because we have a new segment, No Interruptions Please. Can KC and I talk for an entire minute without stepping in on each other? Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. It's Lockdown Series, Episode 3. Welcome back to the Highbury Squad Live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our Lockdown Series, Volume 2, Episode 3. This is No Interruptions Please, a new segment where we keep this nice, short, tight, and sweet. Joining me back on the show tonight is Super Kevin Campbell.
But hi, Sophie.
How you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine. I've had my power hour, and I'm good.
That. Now, tell everyone what's involved in your power hour, because these are the small things that keep us going in these difficult times. What's in the KC power hour?
Right. Now, anybody who maybe has, they have a day full, what I tend to do, I take an hour out of my day and play. I have an hour of 80s soul, because that's what makes me happy. So I put my phone down, I put the tunes on, and I'm away for an hour.
I love it.
Make sure I leave it for an hour, and that's my hour. And then after that, I go back to doing what I'm doing, if I'm doing any work or I'm doing any podcasts or whatever. And it really does help. It helps me anyway. So anybody who wants to try it, let us know how you get on.
I love it, Super Kev. It's you know what we should do? We should kind of release a Super Kev mixtape is what we should do on the Highbury Squad, because your Friday funky soul tunes that you send to all of us inspire us, and your energy inspires all of us. Good morning, Tracy in Australia. Good evening, everyone. Let us know which part of the world you are in and joining us. Hi, FIFA boy Darren. Sending love to you as well. Actually, Darren came up with a really good idea. This is one where it can be a drinking game, but we can only do that on a Friday night. And whether that's tea, coffee, or some beer or some shots, I think this is definitely the kind of show where you're able to do that. So good idea, KC. All right, here we go. It's going to be a little bit different tonight. We have 10 questions. And Casey and I only have 1 minute to spend on each question. But the key is, okay, that we can never interrupt each other. Now, that's probably a little bit harder for me than it is for Casey.
So, can I say, I can't interrupt you by saying, Sophie.
And I was just going to add that even though I just said that, everyone knows. If KC can't do his Sophie bit, this is going to kill him.
It's going to kill me.
I was trying to think of an idea of where he can't say that, because I also know how much you guys love him saying that too.
You're wicked to me, Sophie. You're wicked. But I'll give it a good go. I
thought you'd like that. Okay, here we go. And I don't think we've ever had anyone from Albania before. So Velvet Eye. Big up to Velvet Eye, Casey, in Albania.
Yeah, hey, Albania in the house. Love it.
Yes, love it too. So, Casey, here's the scoop that everyone I think is going to get a kick out of too. There's no added time. There's no Fergie time. There's no Sophie time. It doesn't exist. It absolutely doesn't exist. And Winston, Antigua.
With beautiful Caribbean island. Beautiful.
Oh my God.
Lovely.
I would love to be there right now, wouldn't you?
Oh, God. Beautiful.
Oh, man, beautiful stuff. All right, you guys. Kent. We love Kent in England.
Nothing
like a little bit of south. We got Omar in Jamaica as well. Wow, we've got Albania, we've got Jamaica, we've got Australia, we've got England, we've got Antigua. I know we've got our Ghana friends in here too. FIFA boy Darren is in Wales. So I think we've got pretty much Jason Bourne. Oh, I love this too. Greetings from Pakistan. Hello, Mohammed Memon.
Mohammed,
thank you for joining us as well. And Brighton. Oh, I do love a night out in Brighton.
Yes,
Casey.
Brighton. Yep, very nice. Well, I was there 2 weeks ago, wasn't I?
Yep.
At the game.
You
Yeah,
were
so
covering the
yeah,
game.
yeah.
All right. So we're going to get the show. We got Liechtenstein.
Islington in the house, Leamington Spa.
Oh, we've got India. We've got Islington. We've
Love
got
it.
Royal Leamington Spa. I love it. Super Kev. Thank you to everyone from all corners of the earth for joining us. All right. Let me get my stopwatch ready here. I don't have an assistant. There's no Amanda on the show today. Otherwise, we would have made her the stop shot person.
Would have made her the adjudicator. You could imagine her, couldn't you?
What do you mean? What do I have to do? Which button do I have to press?
I should want to talk. Where's my minute?
Oh my God. I had to squeeze this one in too. Finland. Love
lovely,
Helsinki.
lovely.
What a great
Beautiful.
country.
Beautiful.
All right, Super Kev. Are you ready for your first question?
Ready as I'll ever going to be now, I think.
All right.
I can't play Sophie.
No, you can't. So here you go. You got 1 minute to spend time on this question. And your time starts from when I finish asking the question. A little bit like Mastermind. I've started, so I'll finish.
All right. Okay.
All right, Super Kev. The rumor is Thomas Partey is ready to roll. Do you play him in the FA Cup against Newcastle? If so, why? And if not, why not? On the clock.
Right. You do not play Thomas Partey from the start. You put him in the squad and you put him on the bench. Because if we've learned anything from what's happened previously, is we don't need to take a risk now. He's been out a while. He hasn't played any football. So what we got to do is protect him. And protecting him, that is what we do. Or if it's the opposite way, Nicolaou plays him and he says, right, you're only going to play an hour. And if he plays him an hour, then obviously he gets good minutes in his legs, and then he goes from there and everyone's happy. But I would go with the first part. I would go with, truthfully, we keep him under wraps. That's what I'd say.
Very nice, Super Kev. And the clock will say 4, 3, 2, 1. You had 4 seconds to spare and you got your response in.
Whoa!
You did pretty good. You got your answer in. Okay, here I go. I wouldn't risk Thomas Partey at all. There's no need to do that in this game. I think for Arsenal, we've proven ourselves in the FA Cup. Everyone knows we're a really good cup team, Super Kev. And he is way too valuable. And what we've proven is we've won 3 games on the trot without even our best signing maybe in years. So why would you risk him in an FA Cup game against Newcastle when the team has proved that they can win without him for three games in a row? He's way too important. He's way too valuable. Save him to get those 3 points and climb up the table in the Premier League. We're not guaranteed. We don't know if we're going to win the Europa League or even get to the final. And right now, the Premier League is rife and ready for teams to take advantage of and get points because everyone falters each week. So for me, Thomas Partey is a no against Newcastle. And I still have 7 good seconds to spare, Super Kev.
That was impressive. That was impressive.
All right, here we go. Next one. KC, this is a real pickle for a lot of Arsenal fans right now, especially considering the emergence of some of the younger players. Here's the question. Is Pepe a big enough asset to sell? And does he even have market value currently?
Nicola Pepe does have market value. Of course he does. Is he 72, 73 million quid's worth? No, he is not. And he wasn't 73 million quid when we bought him. But the price got inflated for whatever reason. And we ended up doing the business. I think there were some fans who wanted Zaha. Obviously, they're teammates for their national team. But if we're honest about this, Sophie, nobody should be safe. Anybody who isn't playing to their best of their ability, Sophie, can be sold. Now, if we got an offer of 40 million for Thomas Partey, for Pepe, I reckon Arteta might trade. There you go.
Did your alarm go off? I heard
my
your
alarm
alarm
going
go
off here. 1 sec.
You just got in. You just got in. She's definitely okay. She's just really busy at work, is PG, which is why she's not on the show. She's going to be back over the weekend, though, for post Newcastle. So you guys can look forward to that. Well done, Casey. You just got it in right under the cosh right there. Here's the scoop, too. I completely agree with you. The problem with players who go out of form, I know, it's shock horror. And you can even say Sophie right now, but you would be penalized because you would be officially interrupting. And I know it's killing you. You're bursting because I agree with you. Listen, Pepe has the talent. There's no doubt about that, but it's too sporadic. He hasn't shown it. It's come in spurts. We've seen him do wondrous things with that left foot. We've seen him do really terrible things with both feet, unfortunately. He doesn't seem to have adapted to the speed of the game here just yet. And I think that he's a player of consistency. He can't find his form unless he's playing week in, week out. In France, he was a shining star in the Premier League. It's a little bit different. That's no disrespect to Liga. Still a great league with phenomenal players. But the speed of the Premier League is a little bit different. The tempo of the Premier League is a little bit different. And the adaptability is different. Oh!
I've got to give you that, Sophie, because you were kind of just on the last knockings. Okay. So I'm going to give you that one.
That's very kind of you, Super Kev.
And you didn't even give me the chance to say it. I was dying to say it. It's just natural now. Oh, God.
I know. It's probably killing you, isn't it? I like this. This is fun. This is a little bit different. You're watching the Highbury Squad. This is Lockdown Series Volume 2, Episode 3. We want to bring you some diverse content each evening, especially going through the January transfer window. This is our new segment, No Interruptions Please. 10 questions, only 1 minute to answer. Nobody can interrupt. Super Kev, here's question number 3 for you. Can Martinelli and Aubameyang play together? If they can't, who has to start going forward? You're on the clock.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah? Right. For me, they can play together. I think it's something that has to be put together and worked on the training pitch. Because against Brighton, I think Martinelli didn't understand where he needed to go because Aubameyang tended to drift out to the left. So Martinelli has to understand where he's supposed to go to get maximum out of himself. So I do think they can play together, Sophie. I think that it will be worked on the training pitch because those two with their speed will be absolutely devastating if they could dovetail together nicely. So I see it working.
This is Casey's TV experience coming in. He had 6 seconds to spare on that one.
Why can't I hear you?
And that one as well. Can you not hear me? Can everyone else hear me in chat? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me or if it's just Casey's problem right now. Because if none of you can hear me, I'll have to bounce out and come back in again. This is the beauty of live broadcasting. Anyone out there, can you hear me? It's like the old Verizon commercial here in the United States. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Everyone can hear me. Yes, they can hear me both. Fantastic. Yes. All right. Super Kev has bounced out and I'm going to bounce in right now. That's a good job. You guys can hear me. All right. So here's my take. I'll do that while I'm getting Super Kev back into the room here as well. KC, everyone can hear me. Can you hear now? He can't hear. Oh, gosh. And Casey is clear too. Look, loud and clear. Everyone can hear. Super Kev. We're good to go. Hit that button you usually hit before we come. There you go. Can you hear me now? Oh, I can't. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you my take on Martinelli and Oba. So I agree with some of you in chat. I think that they can play together and they can coexist, but only if Aubameyang's playing on the left and Martinelli is playing down the middle. I think what we saw in the game that they played with each other, I think it was the Chelsea game, that there were times where there was confusion. Who was supposed to be making the runs? Who was supposed to be the spare man? Aubameyang's the captain. He should kind of lead by example. I think Martinelli is just one of those energetic players that's going to run into spaces and has a little bit more of that freer role, the way he connected with Saka as well. For me personally, the question was, can they play together? And if not, who starts? At this moment, when you look at what each player brings to the table and who actually is in form, you'd have to argue that right now you'd put your money on Martinelli, and you would absolutely kind of look at Aubameyang in the sense that, yes, we know his quality. Yes, we know he's the pedigree and he's been the top scorer and he's done incredible things. And there goes the clock, because you guys know as much as I do that I love talking way too much. So I lost my I lost that one. I lost that round to Super Kev, but he's disappeared. It seems like his internet has completely and utterly collapsed on him. So let's hear what you guys are saying. Martinelli is the main man right now, says the real captain. Hamesy likes to remind me, time's up, Sophie. Newman, shush, Sophie. I love this. Everyone's getting a kick out of it. LOL. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the show. It's a little bit different. And greetings, yes, to Finland. You can hear us. That's a good thing. Oba likes to drift left, so drop him. But if he drifts left, but Martinelli is the guy down the middle. Also, though, do you want Laka down the middle, and do you want Martinelli maybe playing in that kind of false 10 role? We have lots of options creatively and a lot of versatile players that can do a lot of different things. Saka is also another one of those players as well. We can hear you loud and clear. Yes, can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
We can hear you.
What's going on here?
Can you see what's in chat? Because I can type the next question for you, and then you can just answer it like that way. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Can you see chat? Question 4. Do Arsenal have what it takes to finish top 4? Casey can't hear me. Okay. Casey is back, but he's kind of back. We have a little bit of a technical issue going on with Super Kev right now. Let me know what you think about Martinelli, you guys. For me, I think he and Saka and Tierney and players like Emile Smith-Rowe, the future. We've invested a lot of money in Aubameyang, so we've got to try and find a way to make that work. You know, this was the problem with Ozil in many, many ways. And so, you know, for us, I think it's really super important that we find a way to make it work with Aubameyang. We can't continue to invest in players. We can't continue to make players our highest earners and then have no productivity from them. And a lot of the youthful players are really challenging some of these older players and clipping at their heels to get that space in the first team. Super Kev, check that private chat. I've put the next question in there. If you can see that, we can hear you if you can't hear me, and you can answer it. The next one is, do Arsenal have what it takes to finish in the top 4? I'd love everyone in chat to also give us their thoughts on whether or not they think that we can still finish in the top 4. Look, the Premier League is very weird. I'm going to start my time. The Premier League is very weird. 1 minute here on whether or not we can finish top 4. This is a strange season. There are teams that are dropping points. Who knew that Liverpool would lose to West Brom and lose to Southampton and drop points against West Brom? We've seen Chelsea flounder despite the millions that they've infused into the team. City seem to be kind of finding their feet and coming back a little bit. Manchester United, can you really trust them to be consistent over the rest of the season? You've got Tottenham. Are they going to get all Spursy on us? We don't know about that. Right now, they're having a decent season for Spurs. Leicester under Brendan Rodgers, they're up and down too. They'll win one week, draw the next. And now, if you want to argue the fact that we've been on a bad patch, but yet we have the ability to come through on a good run here. So I think it is still possible. Whether or not we can actually achieve it and do it, even when we're in winning positions, I'm not sure. I squeezed it in right at the end there. Okay, what do you guys think? I would love to see an improvement on last season. Me too, Mr. Tesh. I can see us winning the league now. I think, Mathieu, that is a little bit ambitious. Mr. Waffles, top 4 is a bit of an ask at this point, but not impossible. Let's see. Newman, Soph doing remarkably well to hold this together. Total pro. Completely appreciate that. Amesy, KC not working. At least his clock is. Not sure his clock is. And I'm trying to feed him the questions, but we'll see if he can come through. Mohammed, let's see what you say. If we can win the next 3 matches and sign Buendia, I think the Buendia thing seems dead now. I don't want to say that officially, but it seems to have cooled down a little bit. Norwich are asking way too much money for him. You guys, 40 million for a championship player who played in the Premier League, but in a team that was one of the worst we've seen in years. Let's not forget that, So I'm not saying that Buendia isn't the answer, and good players can shine in greater teams and play better around better players. But 40 million right now for a player like that is a lot to ask for, when maybe you could go to Bundesliga, Serie A, or La Liga, and even other teams in the Premier League, and find that missing link in that playmaker role. Super Kev, can you hear me now?
You can.
We got him back. All right. Okay, so Super Kev, you're on added time now, unfortunately. I mean, I'm just saying, you missed the mark on that one. All right, let's get your take.
How many have you done?
I've only done one, and I'm going to give it to you right now. Do Arsenal have what it take? Do Arsenal have what it takes to finish in the top 4? You're on the clock.
Do Arsenal? Yes, they do. But what we do need Aubameyang to come to the party. That is really important. We need somebody who can score regularly and get to probably 19, 20, 21 goals. If we get that in the second half of the season, I think we can do it, because we know the season's a bit of a mystery right now. But we're starting to see Manchester City play their muscles now. We know United are up there. Obviously Liverpool, the usual suspects are there. Even that lot down the road are there. But we know if we start playing properly, we can do it. So I think we can do it, yes.
All right, well done. KC has 9 seconds to spare, and he gets his answer in there. It's a little bit, you sound a little weird. Have you tried putting your headphones in on this one, or is that maybe you have your headphones?
No, no, I'll take them off. I'll take out.
Let's try and take them out.
I'll do it from the iPad.
Yeah, let's do that.
How's that?
Okay. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, perfect. All right, Super Kev, here's the next question for you on the Highbury Squad Lockdown Series, Volume 2, Episode 3, No Interruptions Please. We've been good so far. You've been desperate to say Sophie, Sophie, Sophie. You haven't done so. Do Arsenal have what it takes to finish top 4? You're up first, Casey.
You just asked me.
Yeah, would you ever make a new signing captain of the club?
Sorry, would I ever?
Make a new signing captain of the club.
Sorry, you're breaking up.
Would you ever make a new signing captain of Arsenal Football Club?
Would I ever make a new signing?
Captain.
Captain. Right, okay. Say go.
Go.
Right. Yes. Sorry, we have to do it because I don't know what's going on here. Yes, I would make a new signing, captain. Specifically because if he was brought in for that specific reason, had the stature, everybody knew him, and he led by example, 100% I would. Because you need a leader of men in there. And we've lacked big leadership for a long, long time, Sophie. And I think beggars can't be choosers at Arsenal right now. If Mikel Arteta gets the men he wants, and he gets the right man who is captain material, give him the armband. I think us as fans will appreciate it a lot more if he done that and he stuck his hat on somebody who we knew could do the biz.
How is it you know to end with 7 seconds to go every single time? That's unbelievable. I know you probably can't hear me.
I'm doing it like you. I don't want to be going over.
Okay, here's my thought on the captain. Why not? If he's a leader and if he's an example and men will follow him to the end of the earth, absolutely. We saw Frank Lampard make Thiago Silva captain when Azpilicueta isn't playing. Thiago Silva has no history or pedigree with Chelsea Football Club, but because of his leadership and experience, not only with PSG, but also Brazil, he's made him captain. Now, whether or not that's worked out, that remains to be seen. But there's definitely no qualms for me to give the captaincy to a player that exemplifies what it means to be a football professional, someone who's really good with the youth coming through, someone who understands what it means to touch every single corner of the club. And that is really important. The captain has to understand the framework of the club and what it means to be a representative on behalf of the players and also your manager at times. 6 seconds to spare for me right there, Casey.
It's good. Good answer. Good answer.
I'm going to break right now with this real quick because Ram is asking us, Super Kev, if you can see this question on screen. How many real leaders do we have in the team right now? This has always been a problem and a question. We're taking a little break from the No Interruption. What do you think on that one, Super Kev? Because it's a good question.
Is this on the clock?
It's not on the clock, this one. You get a little...
No, truthfully, I think there's only really one main leader, and that's David Luiz. Whether we like it or not, I think he's been captain of many successful teams. He knows his way around the league. He knows his way around the dressing room. I believe he's playing a big part in helping these youngsters in the background. But apart from that, is Xhaka a leader? I suppose he's respected by the team. I would say that. But I don't think he's a leader of these guys.
I think the youngsters are leaders in different ways, aren't they, Casey? And David Luiz is a different, there's different leadership at Arsenal right now. It's evolutionary. You've got a couple of older players like Xhaka and David Luiz who are more leaders in the dressing room and with younger players. And then you have younger players coming through who are showing leadership by how they play. Yeah. And I think that's the difference.
Yeah.
All right, Super Kev, I'm going to get you on this one. All right, here we go. Question 6. Arteta says the club want to keep him. The manager says he wants him. The player, according to Arteta, wants to stay at the club, but he's not sure about the agent. There are rumors swirling around about Balogun. What would you say to Balogun about his agent right now if he was trying to sway him away from Arsenal?
Well, I think the agent and the player speak, that they talk together. So I don't think it's the agent trying to do anything. I think what the agent has to do is speak to the player. Because at the end of the day, Sophie, it's the player who signs the deal. And the player has to be comfortable wherever he goes. So no matter what happens, Balogun obviously wants to play or what he wants. His agent has to bring whatever he needs to the table or try to. Now, the fact of the matter is, I said it on our podcast previously, this is going to be a sticking point with him being at Arsenal, because if he wants to play and he doesn't want to go through the ritual, he'll be gone. He will be gone.
I just wanted to... That was very close, Super Kev. 2 seconds.
That was too close.
It was very close. I also love how the alarm's annoying a couple of people. It's so epic. All right, my answer on Balogun. I think that, he's a young player. He has the world at his feet. He has a lot of opportunities that are coming his way. He also has an agent who represents other players, but also he's a businessman. Agents are business people. The players are commodities. Some agents really super care about their player and they do guide them in the right direction. But there are some agents, just like in my industry, the film and entertainment industry too, where, making deals makes them money, great commissions. And we've seen that with some of the super agents as well. I just hope for him, he kind of takes control of himself, Casey, that he shows that he's the player, he's the one with the power and the decision making. And if he wants to stay at Arsenal and Arsenal truly want to make a deal that is worth it for him, great. If they're not doing that and he sees a better opportunity for himself moving forward, then he's got to do that as well and move on. And I think as fans, we completely understand that.
59. Wow.
Eric Hall was a good agent, but he also was vilified early in his career, wasn't he, Casey? Eric Hall. God rest his soul. He passed away, didn't he, Eric Hall, last year?
Eric Hall with the cigar monster
Yep.
who passed away last year, by the way.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know how good he was. Obviously, he spoke very well, and he spoke up about himself, etc. But I don't know how good these guys are. Honestly, I don't know. Going back to the Balogun, just to add on to that, as you mentioned, Eric Hall, a good agent really asks the player,
Yeah.
what does he want? Because if that's what you want, that's what I go and get. Not create situations for the player to go into and the player's not quite comfortable. I would hate for Balogun to do that. And listen, Balogun's future might be away from Arsenal. It might.
KC, did you ever have a situation with an agent where you weren't happy with how they were representing you, or were you lucky to have a really good agent throughout your career?
No, I changed agents twice in my career. So no, 3 times actually. 3 times. One was very short. But yeah, I changed agent 3 times because as you start getting more older and more experienced, you know, they try and fill your head with bullshit. And you can't tell me bullshit when I know the game. So again, if they try and put him into a situation that ain't right, I would like to think Balogun's got older players, experienced guys who he can go and speak to, whether it's away from the club or not. You know, you remember we were talking about yesterday about having that nurturing, helping the youngsters develop. That's all part and parcel. You know, can he go to Aubameyang and ask Aubameyang, you know, this is being put on the table for me, what do you suggest? And it's important. You've got older players to go to.
And Top Techers is asking here who your agent was. You don't have to answer that, but did you get along with him? It's important for players to get along with their agent.
My agent, none of your bloody business. None of your business.
But it's important to get along with them, isn't it? They're representing
I get along with most people. 99.999% I get along with. It's just the 0.00001% like Amanda, Princess Guna, who I don't get along with much.
Sylvester, greetings to you and the kids from Nigeria. You've got to go take care of the kids. That's the most important thing. But thanks for stepping in. And here's a shout out to you. We love and adore you as well. Thank you so much for tuning in from Nigeria. Okay, it's okay to take a break in this. Darren thinks I was your agent, Super Kev. That's why you keep yelling at me, Sophie, Sophie, Sophie. All right, here we go. Saliba made his debut for Nice. KC, is it time we change the narrative around him so it's more positive about thinking he's coming back in the summer versus negative and what Arteta and his team may not have done for him so far? You're on the clock.
Well, I think the narrative now around Saliba is that he's playing, Sophie. He's playing first team football. I think that's crucial. Mikel Arteta wants him to be playing. He doesn't want him just stuck around on the bench or not getting game time or playing with the under-23s because that's actually hindering his development. So for me, I like to take the positive side. He's gone on loan. There's no option to buy. The option is you get him for half a season and then he comes back and hopefully then he is going to be ready. That's what we need him. We need him ready when he gets back. We need him fit. We need him aggressive and we need him ready to claim a shirt. That's what we need, Sophie.
Yep. Completely agree. KC had 8 seconds to spare right there. My answer to Saliba is not even going to need 20 seconds. Let's move on. He's gone out on loan. The club have said that he needs that loan time. He's gone back to a league where he feels comfortable. He can regain some confidence. He's had a lot of human issues, some life-changing issues that have happened. And let's hope that he comes back in the summer renewed and ready to fight for his place at the Arsenal. We've invested a lot of money in this kid, and I do think it's time to change the narrative and shift the conversation to something more positive. Darren says, disappointed about Saliba, was looking forward to seeing him next to Gabriel. You know what? You may still see him, Darren, right, Casey? Playing alongside Gabriel. And we should be thankful that someone like a Pablo Mari has emerged. He's been so injured since he started at the club, and we haven't been able to see the best of him. Arteta obviously knew about Pablo Mari when he was at Manchester City. So, you know, for us, I think we're lucky that Holding's come into some good form. They found a formula together. But I think one of the things we have to see consistently with a Gabriel Holding and Amari Super Kev is them playing against top teams, whether it's going to be in the Premier League or as we get hopefully into the latter stages of the Europa League. All right, KC, I've got this one for you. Ian, right, said Arsenal could lose Emile Smith-Rowe if they keep playing Willian and Pepe ahead of him. Righty is mates with Emile's dad. Is this an insider warning from Righty? You're on the clock.
No, sorry, Sophie, I couldn't. You're breaking up at times.
Okay.
So Righty said
that Emile Smith-Rowe, if we do not play him and we keep playing Pepe and Willian, that we'll lose him. Is this insider info considering Righty and Emile's dad are mates?
Look, I just think Mikel Arteta is stupid, and Righty makes a good point. But like we mentioned after the game, the West Brom game, and we mentioned, I think it was yesterday. Mikel Arteta is taking these young men off to protect them. Pepe and Willian are not seeing game time with this kid. No. I am confident about that one. And if you remember rightly, there was a steward's inquiry out about Mikel Arteta. Would he put Willian back in straight away? Would he put this one? Would he drop Smith-Rowe and everyone? No. What did he do? They were right in the team, and they made the difference. So I believe he is going to stick to it.
You are one lucky son of a gun. Look at this. Literally 3 seconds, Casey. 3 seconds.
Perfect.
Sia says Smith-Rowe has come in at the starting lineup and raised the level of senior players. Top Techers says ESR shouldn't even consider leaving when he's just got into the team. My concern, the biggest about him, is the injuries and stuff like that. I really hope he's not like a Jack Wilshere. All right, Super Kev, we got question 9 coming up. This one's a fun one. I'm going to end on 2 fun ones for you.
So you answer that.
Okay. Oh, answer the Emile Smith-Rowe.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just me now, is it?
Yeah, no, I'll answer it. You're right. So I do think Ian Wright has some intel on that. He and Emile Smith-Rowe's dads are friends. If I'm friends with someone, say, for example, she's an actress. I'm friends with her dad. And what he tells me is kind of indicative of what she's thinking and feeling. I think that it's just a little bit of one of those voices within maybe his camp that is not official, that is just sending a parting shot and a warning, in that he knows his talent, he knows his worth, he knows he can bring value to Premier League teams and probably European teams as well across multiple leagues. So I like the fact that Ian Wright has come out and said this. We need senior players like you, like Righty, to support and protect the younger players, and we need to keep these younger players at the club as well.
Cool. How many seconds?
You heard it.
Yeah,
I had 3 seconds left. Mohammed would love to have Ian Wright on this podcast. Hopefully one day that will happen. Maybe it was coming sooner than you know. Mark, Arteta knew about young players before he came in. He was duty bound to play older players. They had their chance. Now we will see Arsenal flourish. Darren says, hope ESR keeps his place, rested on Saturday, back against Palace in the Premier League. And then someone, one of our favorites here, Kev is really good at this. Kev's done this before. I think that's his TV brain when the producer is talking in his ear and he's saying, and we're going to go to break, you have 10 seconds, and that's 10, 9, and you still have to talk on camera like nothing's happening. That's true. That is what our boy here does week in, week out when he's covering the beautiful game.
Wrap it up,
Casey. All right, here we go, Casey. This one's yours to take first. This is a fun one. Does Mikel Arteta win a second trophy before Ole Gunnar Solskjaer or Frank Lampard even win their first trophies as manager?
Well, I expect Mikel Arteta, with the team that he's got now, to win something this season. After winning something last season, we've got to say he's got to win something this season. So I can't see. Can Chelsea win the league? Of course they can win the league, but I don't think they will. I think they're too new. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he hasn't got many things he can win now. It's just, what is it, the FA Cup or the league? The way Man City done them yesterday, I can't see them winning it. So I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say Mikel Arteta will win a second trophy before they win their first. And I will be very, very, very happy and proud of Mikel Arteta, because he's rode a bit of a storm, my dear. He's rode the storm.
How is it you do that with 2 seconds left? I'm never playing this game with you ever again. You're out. You're done. I'm giving you red. I need red cards. I only have a yellow. Oh, it's actually orange right here.
I've been sent off twice from Spain. Offset. You know that. I've been sent off.
And rightly so, Casey, and rightly so. Okay, my take on I think Mikel Arteta, when you win a first trophy, you're going into an FA Cup final against the manager who's been lauded by the media, who's been lauded by his own fans. He's a true hero. Mikel Arteta comes in as a mini hero at Arsenal. Let's be honest, his career at Arsenal is incomparable to Frank Lampard's career at Chelsea. Chelsea spend 300 million plus. They get the two golden boys of German football in Timo Werner and Kai Havertz during their summer transfer window. In the FA Cup final, they still had a super strong squad. We weren't the favourites. We had beaten Manchester City coming into it. You know, we beat Chelsea again, and that adds a lot of pedigree and chips. And those are the love coupons that Mikel Arteta was able to garner, where some Arsenal fans have been really patient with him. So, yes, I think he can easily win another trophy before the other two managers mentioned.
3 seconds, 2 seconds.
Newman, what do you mean? What was that noise? Get with the program. It's the interruption. We have an alarm. Are you guys okay with noise? I mean, what's happening? Should we wrap you up in a little blanket? Do you guys need like some cuddly toys or something? It's just an alarm.
He's Newman, isn't he? He's in his car, isn't he?
Casey, if you ever bring Righty on, you two have to do the Balogun again.
Righty doesn't. I don't think Righty comes on, and he's got his own podcast, isn't it? So he doesn't really. Unfortunately, he doesn't really go on podcasts. I've not seen him since.
Oh, what's the other noise? It's not here. Let me know if you can hear it from my mic. Yeah, sometimes there's some technology, as you guys know, listening to the show often, we don't really have technology issues. But if you hear something that you're hearing, okay, Newman, I'm not going to put that. No, I think he means that rude. What rude noise? White noise. I don't hear it. Do you guys hear it? I don't hear it. Do you hear it, Casey?
No.
Sounds like a tapping foot. All right. Well, we've got one more here. All right, KC, this one I've asked you before. I'm going to end you on a fun one too. Do you think ESR needs to pull his socks up more than Bellerin needs to pull his shorts down more?
Sorry, I couldn't even hear you.
Do you think ESR needs to pull his socks up when he plays? Or do you think Bellerin should pull his shorts down more when he plays?
Do I think he should pull his shorts up or down?
Down.
Is it just Bellerin?
ESR socks.
Oh, ESR socks or Bellerin. So that's two things, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Say when you're ready.
Okay. Go.
I think ESR plays that way with his socks where they are. Maybe because the socks are a bit tight on his calves, which are a bit like Jack Grealish, which, hey, listen, it's an individual thing. And that's the way he plays. But Bellerin, pull your shorts down. Pull your shorts down, man. You definitely pull his shorts down. Or you need longer shorts. Do you know what I mean? I think he needs longer shorts. I'm not worried about Smith Rowe. He's a young player. He's an individual type player. Let him do his thing. But Bellerin, pull up your shorts, man. Definitely pull up your shorts. Because no, that wasn't it. Pull up your shorts, right? Pull up your shorts. She thinks she's smart. You ain't getting me with that one because the producer said in my ear, no comprende.
I may have done a Fergie on you. I may have stolen some time.
May have. That was 40 seconds, man. Jesus, woman.
Thank you, Taib. Wait, where are you? Smash the likes up, and then you go on to say, pull your shorts, Bellerin. Pull them down, not up. We can't have him pull them. Guys, he can't pull them up anymore. I mean, that's ridiculous, right? Tierney somehow gets away with it a little bit more. Good evening, Jeff. No, Mark, pull them down, not up. No, we can't consider Ozil as a legend. And yeah, Amesy, I agree with you. Taib is like the hybrid squad agent. I like it. I like that analogy very, very much. That was the last one, Casey. That was 10 of 10. 1 minute. I think for our first No Interruption Please, we did a pretty good job. What do you guys think in chat?
Hold on. Are you not going to answer the last one?
I did, didn't I?
When?
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. I'll do that right now.
Oh, so you buzzed me, man.
Okay, I'm going to start it, and I'm going to start it when you did. It was on 40 seconds, because when you told me to start it, cheeky bugger. Here we go. Right, hold on. This is true. Look, here we go. Ready? 3. Got to wait at 40 seconds, and then I'm going to start my answer and see if I can nail it. On ESR's socks and Bellerin's shorts. Here we go.
Go.
Okay, Bellerin's shorts annoy the heck out of me. I don't know why Kieran Tierney can get away with it, but he does. It seems like Bellerin's a little bit of a fashion victim sometimes overall, where he's trying to fit in to be cool as part of his little public image. As for ESR, I don't think he wears his socks down as well as Grealish, but I just want to protect him. We saw what happened to Højbjerg the other day, and he's a guy who wears his socks full on with shin pads. I know they have those tiny shin pads when they wear their socks super low, super Kev. So for me, ESR, pull your socks out. So pull your socks up and protect your legs, because that's really important. As for Bellerin, pull your pants down. I got it in.
Very impressive. But listen, once the referee knows he's got socks and shin pads on, he's good to go.
Yeah. So, Emmers, you're saying you think it's YouTube. Is there some technical issues going on YouTube tonight? And you know what, Marco, maybe you'll hear that before the evening is out, because Super Kev is not going to be able to sleep tonight unless he yells out, Sophie, Sophie, Sophie. We sound very healthy. Awesome. There's a tapping sound, a motorbike firing. What is going on? I don't hear any of this stuff. So apologies if there's been some sound issues on your end tonight. We don't hear them on our end. Neither does.
I think the motorbike was in my internet. Because it knocked my internet. It knocked my sound out on my laptop.
Socks down. All right, Super Kev, what did you enjoy our first No Interruptions, please? Next time we'll make sure that, hopefully we don't have technical issues, but that was fun. That was a little bit different. Yeah,
I enjoyed that. It was good fun. Nice, quick, sharp. And we still got Sophie time in, which was brilliant.
How is this possible that somehow I've still managed to screw it up? and
The
go
gods,
overtime.
Gods, darling, it's the gods.
Oh my God. Well, we're considering, it's true, Robin. It's true. It's the players. But Sophie.
That's right. It's the players. Don't hate the game. It's the players, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry again, you guys, if there's been some weird noises on your end. I honestly can't hear them on mine. I'm using a handheld tonight, but I've been using it since the beginning of the show. So if you're just hearing stuff now, that's a little bit weird, but we'll look into it and we will check it out, listen to it on replay as well. Thank you so much for joining in tonight. As I said before, we're looking to bring you some diverse content that's a little bit different every night, as opposed to just talking about games and transfers and all that good stuff. Super Kev, what do you want to leave everyone with today? Any thoughts on today's action? What's going on out there in the world and football universe? Any thoughts?
No, do you know what? I don't really want to talk. Actually, yes. I want to say R.I.P. to Colin Bell, the Man City legend, by the way, who passed away.
Yes.
I've met him a couple of times. He was an absolute diamond of a man. And God rest his soul, bless him and the Manchester City family, because they're feeling it at the moment, especially in this tough time. Also like to say, anybody who is feeling a little bit down or anything, hopefully what we're doing helps you. And, feel free to reach out. Feel free to leave your comments. And hopefully we could produce some things through Sophie and Amanda and myself that gives you a little lift. I think that's really important. That's why we do this lockdown series.
Anthony, I'm going to give the award to Super Kev tonight. Thank you, though, for asking KC. But as the host this evening, I'm going to hand the award to Super Kev. I thought he did a great job considering the technical difficulties on his end, and he had to adapt and change rooms and stuff like that. And he still was able to find a way to hear us and stick with the show and give his answers. So, and thank you, Newman. We appreciate that. We appreciate that you guys are all enjoying the show as well. That's why we're here. Without you, there is no show. All right, Super Kev, we will be back tomorrow with something fun for everybody. And don't forget, send us your videos, or if you want to be part of the fan forum at the hybrisquad@gmail.com, the hybrisquad@gmail.com. Send your videos, any questions that you might have for the squad, but especially Super Kev as well. Anthony, really appreciate that. And Tracy, we appreciate KC too. Good night to you, Amesy. Thank you. You guys are also awesome. Until tomorrow, KC. Let the people know.
You know what it is. You know what we say. It's always Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.